inspire you to join politics? Have you ever considered that? I mean, there are people who want you to join
I know, and every time they say that, I'm like, ugh.
cringe.
Yeah, because I just don't like sort of these structures that we call political parties. I mean, in a way, I know this is people are going to jump on me for being blasphemous, but in a way, it's a bit like organized religion. You get in and then it's very hard to get out. And you have to follow all these rules. There's no room, or very little room, for differences, diversity of opinion and things like that. So I find it very hard. I cannot toe the line like that.
Yeah.
So, so it's never interested me. So unfortunately, our political structure is like that. You have to join a political party. I don't think independence is nice to make a point, but you don't really get anywhere. So I don't know. Unless things totally change, I mean, total political reform, I don't see it as being the way. And I really like being an NGO, because then I can work on principle. I can just, whoever side you're on, you say the wrong thing, I'm going to say something. You do the wrong thing, I'm going to say something. And it's not as if, government does everything all wrong, the opposition does everything all right. It doesn't work that way. When it comes to HIV, for instance, it pretty much spans the breadth. When it comes to women's rights, also the same. So yeah, I got plenty of material to work on.
Okay, but you do, say, take an advisory position so that you can affect policy.
I have been. I was on the what used to be called NASIWID, National Advisory Committee Council for the for the integration of women in development. That used to be an advisory council for women to advise the entire government on women's issues throughout the span of government. Unfortunately, and it was formed before the Women's Ministry even. Unfortunately, when the Women's Ministry was formed, then suddenly it became us advising the Women's Ministry, which is not what the intention was. We were supposed to advise the whole, because women's issues are not limited to just, because, there are women's issues everywhere, in economics, in agriculture, in everything. But then it became like we were only advising the Women's Ministry. And then the chair used to be one of us elected. And then it became the minister was the chair. How? We're supposed to advise her, right? So, and now you see, NASIWID just doesn't exist anymore. Nobody, it's just hopeless. And, so it's a pity. And UCC is slightly different, because we had a specific task, and that's pretty much over. Whether it affects policy or not, I don't know. But you get given a task, you do it lah. But yeah, I think I don't mind being in a position of an advisory position to affect policy if I knew it was going to be taken seriously. If it's not, then don't waste my time.